وسلم وزد وبارك على عبدك ورسولك سيدنا محمد. So first of all, I'll just encourage everyone, if you need this, to our inshallah conference tomorrow about well-being and health. We need to educate our society about health. Health is very, very important in Islam. So we need to educate each other about the health, especially Ramadan, inshallah, soon. May Allah Tabaraka Ta'ala protect all of us. May Allah Tabaraka Ta'ala give us strong health and strong iman. We still in the fiqh of food and drink. This is the third episode. Last time, this is the third. There's one before I went to the travel. You can check in the YouTube. This is the third episode. Last time we talked about the land animals. We said we talk about the land, the flying, and the sea animals. We're still in the land also, this episode. We want today to talk about those animals that usually the Muslims eat, which is the cattle or the chicken. We said it's according to National Geography that there is the most, that they list 8 types of animals that a human being on this earth they're eating. So they said that the first one is chicken, with no comparison on anything else. More than 50 billion every year. And then the second one is ducks. The third is pig. And the fourth is rabbit. And the fifth is sheep and goat. And 6 is turkey. 7 is cow. And the 8th is camel. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala talk about Al-An'am. There is a surah called Al-An'am. And he lists Al-An'am he lists 4 types of Al-An'am, which is camels, cows, sheep, and goats. And we know also that ducks or chicken or turkey is also is halal for Muslim. We talked last time about what is halal and what is haram. We said that the default is the majority of animals is halal, except number 1, what Allah mentioned in Quran, which is what? Khinzir. And we said that you should be aware about the names of the pork. Have a lot of names, so be careful. And we said also about the dead animals in Quran also. Quran also mentioned that how that we talk about today, how it's dead. We said that Sunnah adds something else. What did Sunnah add? Sorry? Domesticated donkeys? Predators with they hunt with their fangs. This is also, with the majority of scholars, it's haram. So, and if it's have these fangs and they don't hunt, there's always disagreement between this. But anyway, I don't think people will eat a lion or tiger or. Today, we want to talk about the cattle or the chicken or the ducks or the turkey or all these animals which the Muslim usually eat. We said that these type of animals, we should slaughter it in the method that Rasulullah ﷺ taught us. So number 1, we talk about maybe 2 or 3 things. Number 1 is slaughterer. Who is the slaughterer of this? Number 2 is the method of slaughtering. These 2 things. The slaughterer should be a Muslim or Christian or Jewish. Ahlul Kitab, the people of the book. Where this come from? Surah Al-Ma'idah. وَطَعَامُ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ حِلٌّ لَكُمْ وَطَعَامُكُمْ حِلٌّ لَهُمْ. And ta'am here, with the consensus of all scholars, mean the meat. Because crops and all of this is halal from anyone. So he talked about the people of the book. Why the people of the book? Because we have something in common. They have scriptures. Either they follow it completely or not, but they have scriptures. They have what we call it halal and haram. They believe that God is, say something haram and something halal, that God is send messengers. They believe in the hereafter. There's something in common. Quran wants to build that ground to these people. That's why straight away after this statement in Surah Al-Ma'idah, he said, وَالْمُحْصَنَاتُ. He said, even you can marry the women of the people of the book with one condition. Muhsanat. Muhsanat, it means they never, fall in adultery, or they don't have girlfriend or boyfriend, sorry. If they don't have this, this is mean muhsanat. So, the people of the book, so the slaughterer, if he's Jewish or Christian, that's also right condition. Muslim or Jewish also. Is old or small, for the majority of scholars, if anyone is mumayyiz, it means 7 years old and above. Anyone 7 years old or above, that's called mumayyiz. It means if he know what he do. It's definitely better to be adult, but if he is above than 7 years old, that's also fine. Second, we come to the method of slaughter. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, "Ma anhara ad-dam wa dhukira ismullah alayhi fakulu." He said, what make blood come out in a way that Rasulullah himself taught us, and he every Eid, he will slaughter sheep or goat. And then he said, for example, if they go, number one, first condition, you have to have a very sharp blade. If you don't have a very sharp blade and you kill it with that, it's halal, but you are sinful because you hurt the animal before you kill it. So very important to have a very sharp blade. Number two, which is highly recommended, that is to not let other animals to see that goat or sheep when you. If that happens, it's halal okay also, but this is highly recommended. Again, it's just to demonstrate the mercy of this Sharia. The mercy of this Sharia. Number three, which is the most important, the way you will slaughter it. The way you slaughter it is that it should be, go to the throat and the windpipe and this big vessels, made blood vessels here, jugular vein. Why this place? Because this is the best place to slaughter the animal with no any hurt them. Why? Because when you slaughter from here, then you straight away cut the blood system here. It can't go, there's no sign will go to the brain up. You know, when you hurt yourself, then this place send straight away a message to the brain, and the brain now interprets this, and you feel hurt, and then the brain, the message again go to the finger. If you cut it from here, there's no message will go. Not up, not down. So straight away, will not feel pain. That's not like stunning, which we'll talk later inshallah, which hurt animals a lot. That's the way that Islam wants to be very merciful even towards the creation of Allah. Because we, as slaves of Allah, we don't have permission or authority to kill any of the animals in this earth except with the permission of Allah. If Allah doesn't told us in Quran, هو الذي خلق لكم ما في, He said that many things He created in this earth for you. If He didn't say that, we can't do anything. because this is the creation of Allah. That's why it's recommended to say Bismillah. Bismillah, it just indicate, oh Allah, out of your permission, I will take this life because you are the giver of lives. Okay, what if, for example, he start with very sharp blade, but from the neck, for example, from the back, but he comes straight away? Then it's halal also, in the majority of scholars. Okay, what if nowadays, that a lot of factories nowadays, they have a machines, and this sharp blade is not in the hand of a human being, but in the machine. And that machine straight away is cut the throat and the windpipe and all of this, but straight, quick. Okay. Once that machine did that, and we say that's fine also, because it's not necessary to be with a person. A person is the one who are in supervise this. We'll talk about the tasmiyah after a while. But if that happened, then we did the purpose that Sharia want, which is take the life quick, with no hurt for the animals. What happens nowadays usually is what the many of the famous process now is stunning. They use electricity. And the purpose for that, number one, they claim that they don't want to kill the animals, they just want animal to, be unconscious. Just to be unconscious, then it's easy for them to start slaughtering. That's the purpose here. Okay, let's discuss this issue. Suppose now that this machine did just stunning and no any animals killed in that stunning. And after stunning, the machine with that sharp blade start slaughtering. Okay, number one, we hurt animals. So this is a sin. However, is it right? Is it still halal or not halal? We look at the purpose now. The main thing in the method in Quran and Sunnah is to slaughter in very quick. And the blood come up in that way. So that which is fulfill this. So that's why the majority of modern scholars said that if stunning is only make them unconscious but not kill them, then it's fine. But if they killed by stunning, this became dead, not permissible. Now we divide animals to two types. The big animals usually with stunning, they don't kill them. They just lose conscious. But the problem comes with the chicken or ducks or turkey. These small animals, we are not sure. Sometimes this stunning can kill them. That's why the Majma' al-Fiqh al-Islami, the Council of Fiqh in Jeddah, a long time ago, made a conference about this issue. And they said, come up with this decision. They said if the stunning just, they lose conscious and then they're slaughtering, this is fine. But we should make sure from expert that this stunning is just to just for unconscious. And they made some conditions about this, how much the volt should be, the electricity, and all of this thing. But we said, in chicken especially, usually, some of them will die because of this. So it's better, we'll talk about that later, to avoid that. We talk about the best way in Britain, inshallah ta'ala. So that's about the stunning. Is that clear here? Okay, next, nowadays, for Western country, for example, it's not legal here to slaughter by yourself. So usually, in the UK especially, and some other also in America, and there's a lot of initiative for some Muslims to have the monitoring or supervising on this issue, especially in chicken and meat. For example, we have HMC, Halal Monitoring Committee, which is in the UK, which always they have a certificate. You can go to some places here and you have that certificate. There's another certificates in Europe and America also. What's the role of this certificate? They make sure, some of them, that there is no stunning, which is very rare. And some of them make sure that after the stunning, there are no any animals killed by that. Number two, they will send some of their on behalf, and they try to make Bismillah in the whole process. Is Bismillah obligatory or not? Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا مِمَّا لَمْ يُذْكَرِ اسْمُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْهِ. Many Muslims misinterpret this ayah. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا مِمَّا لَمْ يُذْكَرِ اسْمُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْهِ وَإِنَّهُ لَفِسْقٌ. So many Muslims say, it's very obvious. Allah said, don't eat from what you don't mention Bismillah. وَإِنَّهُ لَفِسْقٌ. But that's not the meaning of this ayah. The meaning of this ayah, مَا لَمْ يُذْكَرِ اسْمُ اللَّهِ, it means the dead. Ayah doesn't talk about that you have to say Bismillah when you do this. No, that's in Sunnah. But ayah talk about the Ba'ihul Jahiliyyah. The Jahiliyyah, they don't know that, they don't mention Allah or sacrifice for Allah. So that's why لا يذكرون اسم الله عليه. So the ayah here, the meaning is just about the dead. ما لم يذكر اسم الله means the dead. Not means to mention Bismillah, in the strongest opinion. Mention Bismillah happen in Sunnah. Rasulullah saying many ahadith, ما ذكر اسم الله عليه سموا أنتم وكلوا ما أنهر الدم وذكر اسم الله عليه. That's in Sunnah. That's why the scholars did, for the majority of scholars, Malikiya, Ahnaf, and Hanabila, Tasmiyah is obligatory. However, if you forget it, it's fine. Hanafi, Maliki, Hanbali, Tasmiyah is obligatory. If you remember it. If you forget it, still slaughtering is halal. Because the meaning of Tasmiyah is just, we are Muslims. Tasmiyah is just to indicate, to remind ourselves that we take this life of creation of Allah out of the permission of Allah. And a Tasmiyah is this indication. But if we forget it, we believe in that. So still halal. In Shafi'i madhab, Tasmiyah is sunnah, is not obligatory. There's some opinions out of the four madhahibs that Tasmiyah is obligatory, even if you forget it, it's not halal. But this is very minor opinion. The majority of opinions, if you forget Tasmiyah. So how can we do Tasmiyah in the machines? The Fiqh Council also, when they gathered to discuss this a long time ago, my father, may Allah have mercy upon him, he was a member of the Fiqh Council in Jeddah for 15 years. So in that council also, they meet and they gather, and they say, look at the objectives of Sharia. They say that Tasmiyah is just an indication. So then should be Muslims there. They want to make, and say Bismillah, for example, for if the machine go for a big round, for example. If you say Bismillah one time, That's fine for all this round of animals, for example. Because Sharia is built on flexibility. Wallahu alam. Before I open the questions, Western country, we can divide it to two types. There's some countries like UK, there's a lot of places you can find halal meat, which is with supervision with some Muslims, and even have some certificates, like the UK. So in this type of countries, then you should go to this type of meat. That's highly recommended. If someone go to the other meat, so buy from normal supermarket, for example, and say this is ta'amu ahli al-kitab, that's the last issue we'll talk after a question, inshallah. But highly recommended in the UK to go to the halal meat, because we have this. Second types of countries in Europe, especially in the north, if they don't have this, then now we go to the what is called ta'amu ahli al-kitab. Shall we talk about ta'amu al-kitab or start questions? Okay, ta'amu ahli al-kitab. We said ta'amu ahli al-kitab. Ahli al-kitab, it means the people of the book. Allah said the meat of the people of a book is halal. There's some issues here I want to discuss. Number one, we said first why, because a lot of similarities. And the main things is they usually slaughter the animals like Muslims. And they still, nowadays, especially Jewish, they are very strict in this. And they still, in many places, they slaughter the animals like Muslims. So this is number one. Number two, do they have to say Bismillah? No, they don't have to say Bismillah. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said that طَعَامُ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ حِلٌّ لَكُمْ. Number three, what if they don't slaughter the animals in the way that Muslims slaughter in? For example, they just kill it by shock electricity, for example. Does that make it halal or not? For the vast majority of scholars in Madahib Arba, they say no, it's not halal. For the vast majority of scholars, because if the Muslim himself did the same thing, it become not what? It become not halal. If the Muslim himself did that, it's not halal, it become mayta. So if the Ahlul Kitab did that, it become also haram. That's why we should make sure that they slaughter. They don't kill it in different means or different way. Last issue, some people nowadays said that Europe, for example, not Ahlul Kitab, and they became atheists. Majority of modern scholars, they say no, we look at the majority. If the majority, more than 50%, still Christians, then this is the country of Christians. If the minority, so always the rules is for the majority, not for the minority. And in all the cases, Muslims should make sure that he will eat the best way he can. If there is a place for halal meat, this is highly recommended. If not, then he should make sure that they slaughter it, and they are from Ahlul Kitab, then he can eat that and eat from any supermarket, for example. Wallahu alam. Sallallahu ala abdi rasulih sayyidina Muhammad. There's a lot of issues. It come up, inshallah, with the questions. Tafadal. Good, but just in the first point, first argument that this stunning is affect the heart straight away.
Yeah, so frozen the blood
That,
in the circulation. The blood will not be evacuated.
but they said that what I've read about this, that there is two type of stunning, that when they put it in the right way, there's still blood circulation, but very weak.
I have seen videos about it. They get very high power to the cow head. Instantly the cow collapses.
Oh, that it means is high volume. That's dead. That's why the conference here in counseling, they said they even indicate how many volts should be, how many ampere, how many this, and where they should put the machine and how this, to make sure that there's still blood circulation after that. So I would say it's depend to the factory. The second, yes.
When we do slaughter, we face the blood bath to the qibla. Is that obligatory or
No, not obligatory. To face the qibla is not obligatory. It's just recommended. Yes.
Sometimes people write Bismillah on the machine. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's what they discuss. If they say Bismillah in the machine and he is there,
They write it on the machine and then they leave. They don't say
they are Muslims or not Muslims? No, if they are Muslims, should be their Muslim. If they are Ahlul Kitab, that's something else. But if there is Muslim, no, should a Muslim be there and they make. And many scholars visit a lot of places in Brazil and all of this, and they found some Muslims there. But no, if there is a Muslim country, no, Muslims should attend this and say Bismillah loudly, not write it in the machine. Yeah. In Shafi'i madhab, this is right. Because it's recommended only. Yes.
If the majority of people in the country are from Ahlul Kitab, do you just assume that all of the meat that you find is slaughtered by Ahlul Kitab? Or do you have to verify it?
No, you have to have غلبة الظن. You have to verify it. You have to verify it. But even here, still in the UK, the majority of slaughtering is just they bleed the blood. The majority of the English people. Yes.
If you go hunting and you shoot the animal,
That's different. Yes. Talk about that later. Yes. The best way right now, for my knowledge, is just this. If you have any certificate, that's the best way. Yes. No, you don't have to. You don't have to have a wudu when you slaughter. No. That's just recommended. You don't have to. Hmm. Okay, you need to verify definitely to which extent. So it depends. It's just nowadays verification is very easy because we have Sheikh Google here, and we can verify very easily nowadays. But it still depends to, are you satisfied with that or not? To ask your heart. That's something else. But I think verification nowadays, it's easy with just some research. Sharia doesn't come with 100% verification. All the ahkam of Sharia, there is no yaqeen, there is no 100%. Oh, maybe one of them in that fact, maybe. That's not Sharia. Sharia always come with the غلبة الظن. Over 90%, that's what's the majority of ahkam of Sharia. Yes, those people, some people, they always have doubt in anything. Even in their family, or did you wash your hands? Are you sure how many times you wash your hands? Show me, please. I want to see by my... That's something else. That's waswas. But verification definitely important. Yes. About which issue? إنه إيش؟ Yes?
So you mentioned majority. Majority means 50% and more.
You mean, now I understand. Okay.
Now we don't have more than 50%.
No,
Christian, like
no,
Europe,
no.
they are now lower than 50. So it's a priority, it's not majority anymore. Since like 10 years ago,
In the UK, it's still majority.
but it's under 50.
No, not under 50. No? Sorry?
In the last census, Christians less.
Are you sure? I've read statistics last year that it's 40.
Yeah, so it's less, it's not majority anymore.
No, no, no. I mean, Christian is 60, not 40. Okay. Yeah.
There's no majority anymore, in general, since 10 years.
Okay. Leave now the people. Go to these house, the places which is slaughter the animals.
Yeah, there's different.
I mean, no. Because when we talk here, we talk about also the slaughter. Because look, the atheists, they don't care about the meat if it's slaughter or not. Okay, we agree with that. We still in the UK, the vast majority of the facts that bring the meat, they go to the slaughtering. Do you agree with that? They still.
Because this is the only process they have.
Yeah, because even the people, when they go to the atheist, religion is still as a culture will last for a long time. And that lasting in slaughtering, in, for example, to have the Christmas celebration, that's what still.
They still have religious rules.
Okay.
They are not Ahlul Kitab anymore.
Yes, but because it's when Allah said Ahlul Kitab, it's difficult to call the Christian unless there is a very strong evidence. Yeah. I don't think even if we bring these statistics, I don't think that's enough evidence to say this is not Ahlul Kitab. For me, because there's still a lot of what I call these type of countries, there's certain issues in when they come to like marriage, like slaughtering, like they still follow the yes. Yes. So the church rule. نعم. الناس يا أبو سام غير. Because it's difficult when Allah said this and you say unless you have a very strong evidence. Not just because there's a lot of statistics they become atheists. No, but we need more certainty in that. To change the rule here in the book. That's something very big. Yes?
If the people are from Ahlul Kitab, but the government is a Christian government, or the ruling people are Christian, but the people aren't Ahlul Kitab, is the meat still jais?
For me, again, I can't call the Britain is not Ahlul Kitab. This is difficult. I don't understand this.
For like a different country, like not Britain, but if a country had a Christian leader and a Christian government, but the people weren't Muslim, and one Christian, sorry, they were from Ahlul Kitab.
All of them.
Yes, but the government is Christian.
Okay, what's the effect of government then?
Before the Bible.
No. I mean, what's the effect in the slaughtering, in the lifestyle?
They would make the law, and they make the rules on that.
That's my question. Because what I understand that the slaughtering still, they have this from their culture, from their religion. They're still not changing this. If the country one day become atheists in the extent that they said we don't need any rules about this, what's this slaughtering? What's this things? This something from Christianity. We don't need it. Yes, in that case, we said this is not Christian anymore.
I think you could argue that
Go on.
country has become that.
No, in the way they slaughter. No, in the way in the slaughter in Britain, they still.
Mainly they are using infant guns.
Yes. Go on.
How they make harm the Arabs, and because of their Arab heritage, and they're not really proper Christians, you can use that as the Western society where they have secularism as the new religion and they separate state and religion, like the French Revolution in the 1800s. So now the laws, we study each law of countries right now, Brazil, we look at the actual, how they actually spell it, what they do, and it is to do with religion or it's to do with the modern animal cruelty.
Good. That's good criteria.
Because this is not, the religion is not Christianity anymore. It's
No, no, leave religion or this about the secular, about the government, because that's long time ago. But that's just the secularism doesn't mean that they are not Christian anymore.
they hate Christianity. In France,
They said we are not Christian anymore.
الدولة ما زال.
No, Sheikh, just read.
Go on.
Like, there are many states they are not Christian anymore. They say we are nothing. We are atheists. We don't believe in anything.
They call it cultural Christians.
It's very, very sensitive topic. Like,
Very sensitive topic, but
I mean, not any friend invite you, so just go. No, that's what I mean.
no, it doesn't about it. We talk about how we can buy meat or not. That's the question. In the UK, I said if there's any halal meat, should be not questioned here. But I talk about the other European countries. What should Muslims do for the meat? That's the question here. Okay, this is for argument. That's good. They still argument between scholars.
it's the Pakistanis versus the Arabs. I think Pakistanis in the UK, we see it, everything halal, halal, and then the Arabs in the, right now, if you go to Sweden, they're all eating McDonald's, and then us UK people go there and they think they're crazy, but they have their fatawa. But these fatawa, Sheikh, they don't know McDonald's. McDonald's is just full of kafir. It's not Christian anymore. They're all the same.
They don't look at McDonald's. They look at the default of the country, not the McDonald's. Okay, yes.
Permissible to eat from Mubtadi'a or Ja'fari slaughtering?
Okay, in slaughtering, Islam is very flexible. Yes, if anyone who pray 5 times a day and go towards Qibla and slaughter in the way that Sharia did, yes, you can eat. Because they still same in this slaughtering, yes.
Sheikh, I just wanted to clarify something. So,
Go on.
if you have, for example, a Christian neighbor who goes to the church and is a practicing Christian, and he brings you some food, are you allowed to take it on the basis of how Prophet food?
If he is practice, yes.
You can eat the meat.
If he is practice, yes. But if he is atheist, here you have to stop that. Now we talk about individuals. That's different, yes. If you know any individuals who doesn't care about what's this, definitely this is not. But any practice Christian, definitely you can eat. Yes. Go on. But we have also in the UK and all the Europe and America the Jewish kosher, I think. Okay. What do you think about that? And they became atheists also. Okay. But even that, if the strict Jewish agree with that, then it means this is good slaughtering. Because some strict Jewish, they claim about some organizations that they just play games. So for in their community also, there's different. Some organization very strict, and some just yes.
Back to the question of the Christianity. Now, as a whole, I mean, the definition that we know that the Trinity, is it not falling into the shirk as we know, as opposed to the Christianity?
That's right. But even in the time of the Quran, the shirk is there also. But the problem here is the slaughtering in that way, and also they have something in common, which is the believing God, even it's something wrong. But in the time, that argument can also brought in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Abdullah ibn Umar is brought this argument, and his father said, but Allah said, وَطَعَامُ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابِ. But Christian and not Christian, that's fine. It's just argument. Huh? Yes. Say it again.
Is it considered a major sin?
Yeah.
So is there a punishment in Sharia if you
Yeah, definitely.
what is it?
You mean it's haram or not haram? Yes, it's haram to eat not halal meat. This is haram. Yes. Is it a major sin or not? I'm not sure, but definitely it's haram.
Say, is there a had punishment?
Sorry?
Is there a punishment?
No, there's no punishment. No. Is it a major sin? I don't know. I don't remember I read this issue. But is it sin? Absolutely. Is it haram? Absolutely haram. Yes.
And I have a friend who's not a Christian, not a Jew, Hindu, like say. He's a good friend, and they're inviting us for meal, and they're saying they're going to get us halal food, but we don't know what
From where? Here.
at their home.
Okay.
They're inviting for food.
Okay. It means he will boat it from some.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what they're saying. They're going to buy from halal,
Okay.
but we don't know
If it just ask your heart. If you trust him that he's an honest man, and he will buy it from Muslim restaurant, then you can eat. That's depend to your heart, because you can tell if he's honest or.
What happens if they take a blade, they kill like a pig with it, and they don't wash the blade, and then they kill a cow with that? Is that cow still halal?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh. It's just not good, but. Just a blade. Yes.
I have a few questions. The first one is, what do we do if we accidentally eat?
Say it again.
What do we do if we accidentally eat non-halal meat?
What we do if we accidentally eat haram? What do you think? You take it out or? ربي اغفر لي.
The second one is like modern Christianity has like 1,000 different sects, right? So is every single one of them considered because like Christianity today, like very
Yeah, that's right. But usually the Catholic is the Protestant is more flexible in this. They're more secular. But the Catholic and Orthodox is more strict when it comes to this issue. Protestant is yes.
they follow every single thing like the Muslim way of culture, but they're not Muslim and they're also not Hindu
Sorry?
or Buddhist.
No, this is not. You can't eat from their meat. Yes, yes, Luqman. Haram what? What is it? Okay. What happens if someone gives you food? Luqman, who's that person? He's a Muslim or not Muslim? Or you just expect a question. Okay, you have to verify it. If you are not sure, leave it. Okay. Yes. If the ingredient is all vegetables, it's still vegetables. Sharia doesn't look at looks like. Sharia look at the ingredients. Looks like that doesn't change the hukum. I mean, if it depends on the ingredients. If it's vegetarian, then that's fine. Yeah. Looks like it doesn't change the hukum. Vegetarian, if you eat vegetarian or buy it from non-Muslim, that's fine. It's just vegetarian. It's just vegetables. Vegetables, you can eat it from anywhere. Yes. In Western country, yes. If you be sure with that. You look, all this in Western country, always you have to verify it. That's why I said in the UK, if you have alternative, don't go to anyone else. But for some countries, you have this, that's where the questions come up. But here, for example, but we'll talk about the drinking. We talk later about what if the restaurant in the UK have a halal food, however, they sell the alcohol. That's the question here. So for the majority of modern scholars, in Western country, that's okay. But in Muslim country, that's not okay. Because it's difficult here. Is it better to avoid it? Absolutely better. But we can't say it's haram because of this. Because we look at the halal meat. Yes. And that's hukum in all things. Go to as any supermarket, there's a section for alcohol. Can you buy from that supermarket? In Western country, yes. But in Muslim country, you should avoid this straight away. Yes. In the restaurant. And the restaurant sell both. Okay, I said that type of restaurant, it's good to avoid it. But if that happen, that small, is just, Sharia always come with that small things. Sharia always be flexible here. Yes.
If the chicken is slaughtered and someone just cut the whole neck together, so is it haram or?
It's halal for the majority of scholars, except Malikiya.
So if in that restaurant, if they're dealing with, let's say, halal chicken, but haram beef, they took the haram beef or pork, whatever, and they took the chicken with that hand to make it haram.
Okay, I would say it doesn't make it haram, but to avoid it is better. Yeah. Yes.
Now, when somebody asks about vegetarian meat,
Yes.
it's okay for plant-based pork.
I don't know it. What's that?
It's like vegetarian, but they make it taste like look like pork.
Vegetarian pork. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
It's for the people who don't eat meat.
So it's vegetables completely. Okay. But they look like pork. Is that right? If this is the case, yes, it's halal, but it's not recommended. Not recommended because then the children, they will use to eat it. They just break the... But we can't say it's haram because it's vegetarian.
There's also non-alcoholic wine.
Where did it come this from? لا حول ولا قوة. Huh? كيف؟ بس كيف ما فهمت أنا أصلاً كيف بدون قهوة؟ Let me search about it. I don't know it. I've never heard this before. Okay, good. Yes. لأنه شراب الشعير. Okay, let me search about it then. Okay, go on. Okay. We'll talk, inshallah, later about drink. We'll differentiate between alcohol as a product, put it in the medicine, in something, or alcohol as a wine that you drink it and you... There's a difference. I'll talk about that. There's a big difference here. الكحول بالعربي هذه ليست هي الخمر. We'll talk about that. Okay.
I have two questions.
Yes.
The first one is not about selling halal and haram food at the same place, but consuming halal and haram food in the same place, like restaurant. But the same restaurant also give space for people to consume alcohol in that restaurant. So this is different than what you.
Okay. In the place here, but what about the food?
The same restaurant.
The food also both.
Yeah,
Haram and halal. No, you should avoid it.
so this is different than the one that you said before.
You should avoid it. You should avoid this type.
Because the previous one is like supermarket.
Yes. That's a lot. Yes.
Not consuming at the
Yes.
The second question
Okay, yes.
is
Go on.
Is it allowed to tie the animal during the,
Tidy what?
to tie the animal during the slaughtering, especially if the animal is
Yes, yes, you're allowed to do that. Absolutely, yes. Yes. We talk about that. Not everything. There's argument. Okay, last question, guys. 2 questions. Last 2 questions. Someone the first time. Go on. Alcohol is drinking. We'll come to that. Go on.
let's say somehow you acquire halal food, is that okay to give it to someone else?
Okay.
Or is halal food
Good question. Okay. Yes, your question? Talk about that later. Yeah.
About wudu, if it's okay, Sheikh.
Okay. Just wait a minute. Any other questions? Just to the topic, please. Any other topic we'll talk about later. Yes. Topic?
Are you allowed to buy? Yeah, it's about food. Are you allowed to buy halal?
No, it's not about food. We talk about food in series. We talk about the slaughtering. Do you have question in that? Okay. Any slaughtering, please? Yes.
In McDonald's, they do the egg muffins on that.
Okay. Inshallah, see you inshallah next week inshallah. Jazakum Allahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum.